What's happening, people? Bobby here from Picky Tipsters. We've been in red hot form lately. Over the past 2 days, we've backed Presenting Percy 9-4, 10 points. Wounded Warrior 33-1, 3 points each way. That came second, so that's equivalent to an 8-1 winner, roughly. And yesterday we had that pipe horse Taj blah blah blah, whatever he's called. It's too long a name. 14-1, 6 points each way. Within 2 days, we have almost cut our deficit by half. We've been down for 6 months, okay? And it's been 2 days and already we're only down minus 205. That just goes to show, you know, even if you're down for so long, all it takes is a small winning streak and it just puts you right back into the game. And that's where we are right now, you know, minus 205 isn't a bad position to be in considering we were in the mess last week, you know, minus 345. So yeah, you know, that this is racing. This is how it's done. You know, a lot of people, they kind of panic. You know, they have a bad week and then they have another bad Saturday and they back a few favourites and then when it doesn't come in and then, oh, I give up. I don't want to do horses anymore. This is the game. This is how it is. If you want to beat the bookies, they didn't lay it out for you to beat them easily. This is how you beat them. You've got to grind it out week in, week out. No matter how hard it is, never give up. Okay, so onwards and upwards. We've had a good week. Really happy with the results, and so are the team. And we're going to talk about Saturday the 27th? 27th, yeah. Saturday the 27th of January. Some amazing racing. Got Doncaster and at Cheltenham. And let's talk about our first main account bet today or tomorrow, wherever you're living. I'm in Asia, so I would say tomorrow for you. Okay, so I'm looking at the 1240 Cheltenham. Obviously the paper talk horse is the Henderson Hot Pot, the best novice in the country at the moment, Apple Shakira. Well, how can we back that? I mean, it was 8-1 on yesterday night and now it's 1-6 on. Okay, so it's drifted. Yeah, we can't back that obviously, and we're not going to back that, and we're actually going to go against it. We're going to take a chance on the Philip Hobbs horse, Elixir de Nuit, the Nuts, whatever it's called. 117 days off. It ran in a flat bumper race in France. It was bought by Terry Warner, you know, famous owner, and apparently the Gallop reports mention that he's doing really well at home. So you never know, he could turn up at 8-1. I'm happy to back that. Why not? You know, if you look at the stats for this race, by trainer, I mean, in the last 5 years, Nicky Henderson's had 36 winners out of 332 runners, and Philip Hobbs has had 34 out of 242, and the rest are just irrelevant. I mean, the other trainers have had no winners there, and Nick Williams has had 5. So I think we kind of know who the best trainers are at this track, and I'm happy to have to tip Philip Hobbs' horse Elixir de Nuit. Okay, so that's in the 1240. Next up, the 205 Doncaster. Very interesting race. I like the look of the Twiston Davis horse, Calais Mad. We're going to go probably 10 points each way on that one. He had a wind operation recently. He's had a 2-month break, and he ran against another Nicky Henderson horse on the blind side in November and didn't come anywhere. So obviously something went amiss there. The horse was brought over from France. Its ideal distance, I would say, based on form, is 3 miles, and it acts on a variety of grounds. So if the wind operation did him any good, I think Calais Mad at 9-2 or 5-1 is a decent price, and we're happy to go each way in an 8-runner field. So yeah, that will be our second tip. 205 Doncaster, Calais Mad, Twiston Davis horse. Okay, so the big one, the 225 Cheltenham. Okay, Bristol de Mai has been drifting over the last few hours. He was actually, in fact, all week he's been drifting. I think he was almost even money early week. Excuse me. And then he went out to 6-4, and now he's about 7-4, 15-8 in places, which is really interesting. I think the general public are kind of skeptical as to whether or not Cheltenham will suit him because it's such an undulating track. Because he does so well on flat tracks, they're probably not sure if he can win this. I'm not sure if I should go with the public or go against it, because 15-8 is massive. You know, Bristol de Mai, if he turns up, if it's the Bristol de Mai that we know, he should piss it. But I don't know. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, I've got my eye on him. I'm not sure if we should back him. Probably not, to be honest. I like to take value. better prices. So I'm looking at this horse trained by Harry Fry, American, and I know a couple of sharp punters that are going for this horse each way too. Good novice season last year, and they chucked him straight into the deep end in the Racing Post Trophy a few months ago, and it pulled up. So it's a bit of an unknown, but obviously it's just got untold potential. It's just so lightly raced. He could be anything, you know, so to speak. Do we back him? I think he's worth a punt. Yeah, I think we're going to go American, 10 points each way at 5-1. Let's see how he does. Yeah, Bristol de Mai, I'm not sure about that one. That might be a last minute job. We'll have to hit you up on Twitter. Anyway, next up, it's all about the 3 o'clock Cheltenham, and I like the look of Tom George's horse, Black Op, and we're going to go each way for this one. This race is a little bit tricky. It's a bit like the 1240. It's all about potential. No one really knows what's going on, what's what, because there's a lot of unexposed types here. But in my opinion, I think 8-1 is very big. You know, I like the way he won last time at 3-1 on. I know it was a very weak field, but yeah, I like the look of this horse. I just have a good feeling about him, and I just don't think 8-1 is the right price. So I'm happy to back that each way, definitely. Okay, moving on. The 335. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. I went swimming yesterday with all that chlorine. Allergy, I guess. Yeah, the 335 Cheltenham, the Stayers hurdle. Okay, we like Beer Goggles and World's End, and the reason why we have chosen these two horses is because those are the two horses that have been running in the 3 mile hurdle races. Okay, they have true 3 mile form, whereas the others, it's kind of guesswork, especially Finian's Oscar. I don't know why he's favourite. I mean, he could win it, but coming back to hurdles from chasing, not sure what happened there with Collins. I don't know. I'm not sure why he's reverted back to hurdles, but I want to stick to horses that have true 3 mile form, and I'm looking at Beer Goggles and World's End, and we're not sure whether to do each way or win, but we're looking at either 5 points each way on both or 10 points win. It's going to be a tough one. I'll have to speak to my colleagues about that one, but we're definitely backing the both of them. Okay, so that's the 335 Cheltenham, Beer Goggles. The reason, true 3 mile form, and I backed him last time at 50-1, so I was absolutely chuffed to pieces. I know we shouldn't back on sentimental value because of the last win, but he has got the form, and it would be wonderful for the connections, because obviously the sad passing of Richard Wallacott. It's really sad news, and the Picky team send our regards to all the people, all the friends and family of Richard Wallacott, and yeah, I know it would be an amazing story if Beer Goggles could win for their family. And yeah, World's End, I think, is so unexposed. It's been running over 3 miles, and this horse has been slowly getting fitter and fitter, and I think he could be ready for this sort of race. And he's obviously geared towards Cheltenham, probably the World Hurdle, but we'll see. So yeah, Beer Goggles, World's End, 335 Cheltenham. Next up, the 350 Doncaster. When I first saw this race, I wasn't too sure, to be honest, and I'm still not too sure. And should we chuck him in the main account bet? Again, I'm not entirely convinced, but it's something we can look at nearer the time. 2 horses I like here, double W's. He's going to who's it? Brian Hughes getting the leg up, and it's a Malcolm Jefferson horse. I mean, Brian Hughes is flying this season. He really is. Yeah, I like the look of him. And Forrest Behan, top weight, carrying 11 stone 12 on soft ground. Going to be tough. Both 7-1 at the moment. We're not sure. We're going to decide later on whether we back him or not. Back them or not. 7-1, 7-1. Not much value if we back both of them. So we're not sure. So we'll see. So just bear that in mind, that we might have a bet in the 350 Doncaster, Forrest Behan and double W's. Okay, those are our main account bets for today. Let me just round it up for you, just in case you forget. 1240 Elixir de Nuit, 8-1. We're probably going to go 6.78 each way. 205 Callet Mad from the Twiston David stable, 10 points each way. 225 American from the Harry Fry stable, 10 points each way. 3 o'clock from the Tom George stable, Black Op. Okay, Black Op each way. I think it's going to get backed heavily, so you better get on it ASAP. 335 Cheltenham, Beer Goggles and World's End, probably 5 points each way or 10 points win. And last but not least, the 350 Doncaster, Forest Behan and double W's. Okay, we're not sure about that one. So do hit us up on Twitter and follow us, and you'll find out the latest news. Also, if you like our videos and you're following us, please subscribe to our channel. And thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you next time. We're probably not betting tomorrow because I've seen the racing and I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. You never know. All right, peace.